Something happened today, and I keep replaying it. It hangs in my head like a weight, and I cannot shake it no matter what I do. I am with family in a quiet place with woods that stretch endlessly. Usually I like walking here, and usually I find the silence calming and steady. Today was different. From the first step, I felt something sharp in the air, and it stayed. After walking for an hour, I saw him. He was not there, and then he was, and it looked like he had stepped straight out of the trees. People rarely use this trail, and that made him stand out even more. His stride looked slow yet deliberate, and his eyes pinned me, and I felt fixed in place. When we crossed, I forced myself to greet him. His voice was no more than a murmur, and I could not catch a word. His grin spread across his face with teeth that looked broken, and his skin carried no trace of warmth. That look stayed with me more than his voice. My gut told me something was off. I tried to push forward, yet my mind kept pulling me back. I turned, and he stood still, and his gaze was on me. When my eyes met his, he twisted away like he had not been watching, but I knew better. Silence in that moment felt like pressure on my chest, and it tightened. The trail ended in thick brush, so I had to go back the way he had gone. My pulse grew heavy in my ears, and I told myself I was being foolish. Still, the unease kept spreading through me like cold water in cloth. On the way back, the woods grew loud. Branches snapped, and the wind hissed through leaves, and even my shoes sounded harsh. I put music on so I could cover the noise, but the same thought kept pressing in. If something happened here, who would know? That question dug into me until my skin prickled.
After 40 minutes, I saw him again. He sat on a bench set by the trail, and his position meant he would watch me come, and he would see my back as I passed. My chest tightened again. Did he know I had to return? Had he waited here for me? He stayed still until I drew closer, then his head turned and the grin spread wider and heavier across his face. He said nothing, and still the silence screamed. I kept walking, yet each step grew harder, and every part of me told me to run. When I passed him and he was no longer in sight, I gave in. Jogging became sprinting, and my body was pushed by fear alone. The woods blurred and my lungs ached and my heart beat wild, but nothing mattered except distance from him. Now that I sit in safety, I cannot shake it. The man was not only strange, he felt wrong in a deeper way. It was more than his grin and more than his silence. He did not feel like a simple stranger on a trail. He felt like something waiting for someone unlucky enough to cross him. And I keep thinking, what if today that someone was me?